Last video, we talked about strategy in context. And what I'm going to talk about in this lesson is understanding valuable data so you can put it in context of the entity that you're working with. Okay. So, for understanding valuable data, and there's a lot of it out there, in context of digital strategy, we need to understand our client's business world, right? This, again, still makes us a digital strategist, but it also makes us a business consultant with your client, right? And this means you need to look at revenue streams, marketing streams, competitors, their industry, any miscellaneous data that might be out there. So, a lesson that I didn't learn until I was about 30 was, what do most businesses care about? What are they going to value? And every company that you ever work with are really going to value similar things, right? Revenue is going to be number one. How can we increase our revenue? The digital initiative that you're working on, is it going to create or increase our revenue year over year, month over month? Marketing, how can we get more visibility, more awareness, more reach, right? How can we get more eyeballs on what we do? You're going to have to look at competition. So what are you the entity that you're working with is are their competitors, what are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? Are they doing it better than the entity that you're working with? You need to look at the industry, right? Where is your entity in relation to it? Where are the front runners of that industry? And then you also need to look at miscellaneous items. And this literally is a catch-all. It could be anything: research, news articles, press releases, stakeholder concerns, political, environmental, seasonal factors, things that could either help or hurt us in terms of the digital initiative that we're working on. Now, how do you actually uncover this data? And you can do it in a lot of different ways, but you can spend way too much time on it. So I subscribe to a theory called just enough research. I believe that this was a book, I believe by Erica Hall, in relation to design, right? How to do just enough research in order to get your design right. So we want to do just enough research in order to get our digital strategy right. So look at it in two different columns or two different categories. You can look at general data. This is data that is available about the business. It's publicly available. So their service lines, the products or apps that they sell, generalizations about users and consumers. You're going to look at generalizations about their competitors, looking at like competitive collateral and the systems that they use, generalizations about the industry, its trajectory, and any kind of market forces that are working within it right now. And then with miscellaneous, these are any research outlets, press outlets, organizational structures that are available about the business. Now, specific data is data that is available within the business. This is you working with your entity or the stakeholder of your entity to get things like performance reports, product reports, revenue reports. Do they have any available material on user personas, affinity demographic data, buyers' journeys? Have they done a flow analysis of their competitors' websites or web products? Who right now is the industry disruptor? Who's the industry influencer, right? And then any other miscellaneous articles or data that they've kind of collected that can be viewed within the business, right? Because there's a lot of it out there, guys. You can spend a lot of time on just researching data. So look at it at two categories: general data, this is publicly available information, and then specific data, which is data that is available within the entity that you're working with. All right.